Alright everyone, welcome back to another diecastmania model review. Today we'll be looking at First Gear's 1/87th or HO scale Mack Granite with tub style roll-off container. This particular red and black model is one out of three variations, and it is model 80-0344, and the other variations offered at this time of the review are white cab with black container and white cab with red container. So the model comes packaged in the standard First Gear branded box for their 1/87 scale models. And moving right along, we'll open up the box and see that the model comes within two clear plastic trays. And pulling those apart, we can see that the model is complete and ready for display out of the box. So starting off, the model is finished quite nicely in a rather sharp red and black paint scheme. And the initial impression is that this is a very nicely detailed model for the size. Rotating the model along, we can see some of the nice chrome finishes and bits of painted on detailing as well throughout the model. So moving on to the cab of the Mack Granite, we can see the nice small Mack printing on the door, the hood vents, nice Mack grille and bulldog, as well as the headlights, and nicely done mirrors. Now the model does not actually feature clear glass, it is just a black molded piece of plastic, though for the size it still looks pretty decent. Taking a look at the right hand side of the cab, we can see the hood mounted mirror for extra visibility, the various tanks, as well as the silver highlighted handrail on the cab. And you can see the little blue highlighted filling cap for diesel exhaust fluid on the left. And there's a nice tiny little Mack Bulldog and painted headlights on the front, as well as the horn, a beacon, and your marker lights, as well as a chrome visor. And moving back onto the left-hand side, once again the fuel tanks, the DEF, and there's a fire extinguisher next to the hydraulics tank. The main working feature on this model, other than the rolling wheels, is the working roll-off mechanism. The roll-off frame raises and lowers via two hydraulic cylinders, and it does that rather smoothly. The container just clips in place by a friction fit, and it follows the rails on down. Obviously, the cable hoist is non-functional. As you can see, those are the 2 points where the container hooks onto the frame. The container is able to follow the rails on the frame back up, and it clicks in place, and when you're ready, you can just set it down like that. And the container itself is a nice solid die-cast piece with some good casting, detailing, and nice quality paint finish. Not too thick, not too thin. And you can see that is the point where it attaches to the main truck itself. And setting it back on, as you can see, just clicks in place. Both the roll-off frame and the actual chassis of the model are very nicely detailed, and we can see the axles, differentials, transmission, drive shaft, all the usual details. And on the back it is finished off quite nicely as well. And again, we can see the DOT striping and the non-functioning tarp roll. The model also displays very nicely next to other First Gear 1/87 scale models such as the Mack TerraPro front-loading garbage truck. And here we can see a nice side-by-side view of both. It also pairs nicely with models such as the 1/87 scale Volvo L180H wheel loader. For those of you wondering, the main die-cast components on this model are the cab and the roll-off container. The model has rubber tires with a decent tread pattern, and the rest is done in plastic. It all comes together with a good standard of fit and finish. In conclusion, this is a very nice model and welcome addition in a scale that typically does not get many die-cast models of this quality, and the model has excellent detail and functionality for the scale and price point. While certain features like clear windows and an interior could have improved the model, it is still an excellent model to add to your 1/87 scale or refuse model collection. This model could add that extra bit of realism to your diorama or layout demolition site, or if you're really ambitious, a C&D recycling center or a refuse transfer station. So with all that being said, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you all in the next video.